blastmusic247.com. We're changing the industry, one artist at a time.
Perfect.
Okay. Hey, everybody. We got musical chairs here, so let me get everything worked on. There we go. Everybody, good evening. It is, once again, Tuesday night. You got your crew from Power Up International in the building on the beat. We got Freak, Izzy, GOOB, of course, EBTCH, and we have a special guest today taking in Mr. DRay. It is Young Javi.
It's good, y'all. What's popping?
Hey, so first and foremost, family, how's everybody doing today? How's it going? What's new? What's up?
Exhausted.
But we're alive.
You ever been to an eye doctor for a kid and had a 3-hour-long appointment?
Huh.
Yeah, 3 hours for what?
No.
To get his eyes tested because he kept saying everything's blurry. I can't see.
It's so blurry. I can't see. Like, he hasn't been seeing blurry his whole life.
Oh my goodness.
This day has been long.
Understood.
At least I found a new barbecue place to go eat.
Oh, I'm doing pretty.
Go ahead, Dizzy.
I haven't had anything like grown up like that going on. This week, I feel slightly traumatized. All right, I've had a rough week. Anime wise, we've been catching up on our animes. We on our Discord, we have dedicated the month animes. Why am I frozen like that?
We're trying to understand that too, my friend.
You were fine in the pre-show.
I don't remember.
What are you downloading?
All right, let me kill something. I'm not downloading shit. All right.
What about you?
All right,
How you
all right.
doing?
I closed mine.
Yeah,
out.
not
I closed
bad.
it. So
Stick in there.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Dizzy.
all right, so I'm having a rough week. We in our Discord have dedicated the month of June to catching up on the animes that we have all fallen behind on. And I don't know how much more of this that I can take. I mean, first of all, the week before this week, we finished our Attack on Titan, which was just traumatizing. All right.
Understood.
She's so traumatized. She's frozen.
And then after Attack on Titan, we decided we're. Oh, fuck off. All right, move on to the next person. I'll come back to me.
I don't know what's going on for you, but yeah.
Is there a storm in Canada?
No, remember it was like 30 something there, so it was.
Hold on.
Jeez.
Oh, I'm sorry. What
Am
were you
I better
saying?
now? Can I say these words?
Yes, you can.
All right. I was saying, we've been catching up on our animes, and I am just emotionally exhausted. All right, because we caught up on our Attack on Titan, which just hurts. It hurt my soul keeping here. And then after that, we're like, oh, let's watch something lighthearted. So we started catching up on our 7 Deadly Sins. And this was the wrong season to call that the lighthearted season, because there's just bad shit happening all over a place. And then when the guys aren't online, I'm catching up on my Jujutsu Kaisen, and apparently this is not the season to like. I don't know how much more of this I can take.
You got to muscle through it, Dizzy. It only gets better.
Which means worse.
But freaking like, by the end of June, like I've only got 5 more days, and the month of anime is over, and I'm looking forward to getting back to something like Supernatural.
Because that's so lighthearted.
Right.
I have something we can restart.
Then freaking Destiny. I finished the Destiny story. I don't know if I talked about this last week. I can't remember which day I finished it, but I finished the new Destiny story that came out, and that made me cry.
We did come
And
to that. I remember
I'm
that.
just like, yeah, these Goob was on. I know Goob was on when I finished it. He heard me rage.
It was good.
So yeah, that's where I'm at this week.
Cried a little bit.
I'm
Gotcha.
exhausted.
Free, did you have something to add for this week? Actually, 2 weeks.
2? Oh, 2 weeks.
Yeah.
It's been 2 weeks.
Mhm.
What did I do?
No, I'm just hanging out, watching animes
fine.
with these guys, doing the usual. Finally got into a sort of a new game. It's been a bit since my rage quit off Minecraft the other day, which was a painful,
We're having a rough week on Minecraft, yo.
of all games, Minecraft.
It's saying keep your old ass off of Minecraft. That's what it's
All
saying.
the big kids are having trouble on Minecraft this week.
Stay in creative mode, you know. Don't play survival.
Now you know why my
the
kids stay in
lighthearted game you
creative
think
mode.
it is.
All right, so
Um,
young Avi, do us a favor. Tell us a little bit about you and definitely your gaming, anime, whatever else you're into.
Well, I guess we'll start on the gaming side of things.
Sure.
Well, I first started off on like a old like multi-cade. I don't know if you guys know what that is, like the tabletops. My
Okay.
dad had one back in the day. Used to play
Mhm.
like Crush, Frogger, Donkey Kong Jr., Pac-Man, Huyan, Mr. Doe, 1942. I feel like that's like where my gaming career like really started. And then I got like the first couple of consoles that were out at the time. Like I got like an original Nintendo, so I was playing like Mario, Duck Hunt, and then getting into like DS and everything. I was playing like Super Mario Kart, Kirby, Streamlands, Super Smash Bros. Like all the good stuff. Also was a big fan of Pokemon. Loved like the Black and White series. Trying to think like what was another like in between. I don't know. I played like a lot of Nintendo stuff like early on. Like being so young, this is the only thing I was really allowed to play was like a lot of Nintendo games. And then as I got into my middle school, high school career, I became a Call of Duty nerd and I basically had every single Call of Duty since Call of Duty 4, I think was the one that was popular around the time that I hopped on. And then, got into like World at War, Modern Warfare 2, Black Ops 1, 2, 3, 4, the whole thing. I'm still playing Modern Warfare 3, the 2023 version, even though it's nothing as good as the original. Still in it. Still definitely very in tune. And then I've actually been getting more interested in playing a lot more of like Call of Duty Mobile, just because it's a little bit more competitive in my opinion. There's a lot of like clans and people that will play competitively in that too, which I enjoy, teaming up with people and trying to become a ranking clan. And I'm in a clan right now. We're top 500
Very nice.
in the world, so it's
Very
pretty dope.
cool.
I don't understand how anyone could play Call of Duty on a phone.
It's
I can't
definitely
even type
weird.
on mine.
Shooters can be fun on a phone. I've never played COD, but I played this other game called Guns of Boom, and it's
Love
entertaining.
Guns of Boom.
Right? It's
I used to play
hilarious.
Guns of Boom. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
can't even type on my phone.
This is a little bit of my gaming side. I've definitely I would say my favorite games of all time has to be Mario Kart, Super Smash Bros. Like any Call of Duty you can put in front of me, but especially like Black Ops 2, and then just any Call of Duty Zombies. I'm gonna separate that because I'm a big like Call of Duty Zombies nerd. Especially with I know it's not too popular. I don't know if you guys know about it, but Dead Ops. I was like really obsessed with it, and I played for I want to say like 3.5, 4 years straight with like a small group of enthusiasts, and we reached pretty high rounds on that as well. So
I like how you separated it because I feel like that's exactly what COD should do at this point, just make it its own separate game, really.
they should. They should bring Dead Ops back too. But they haven't made a Dead Ops in a while. I've been playing Dead Ops on Black Ops 3 for like the past 5 years.
Wow.
So Call of Duty takes up most of your spare time, I would say. Is that your
Yeah, for the most part, besides Mario Kart, because I still play Mario Kart on the DS. Actually, I still own one of my old DSs, and I still play. I have like an old Wii 2 that I play on, as well as like I have a Switch. But I also am obsessed with Mario Kart on the phone. It's so
I
bad.
forgot they released it on the phone. Yeah.
It's just I'm very competitive, so I like to try to rank up and get up there, but it's so hard now because originally when Mario Kart first came out, they didn't have like they have like a pass that you can buy with it. It's like $6 a month. It's stupid, and it gives you like so much shit, and you gotta have that if you want to be ranked up, and I'm not willing to pay $6. So
Oh, is there like a bit of pay to win there? Is there you get?
yeah, they made it pay to win now.
Yeah.
Aw, that's
skins is
horrible.
fine, but
Yes, that's, like, I always say, like, vanity shit in a game, I will pay for that. You let me look cool on my terms, boom, I will give you money. But as soon as pay to win comes into it, it's just not fun anymore. Because you can work really, really hard and have actual skills, but, you know, as long as someone's got a credit card.
Yeah.
Wallet
I mean,
warriors.
it's so much easier with the monthly pass too, because every season, which comes out, I think it's like every 2 weeks, they have like a new World Cup tour or whatever. It's like a new pack of skins that come out, and with like the monthly pass, you get like one of each, as well as like extra other things that can help level up those skins to a higher level, so that you're already playing at a top tier, because there's like 3 different tiers that you can play at for all your characters. Each course is like you have to have a specific character to play at the top tier and have 3 items while you're playing. If you don't have a player that's favorited on that course or whatever, you have to play with just 2 items or 1 item. So
Jeez.
yeah, it's kind of fucked,
This is
to be
mean.
honest.
by any chance did you get into the addiction bug of Pokemon Go?
See, I did for a little bit. Thank God. I was not to get kind of dark here, but I got shipped off to, I'm pretty sure I got shipped off to rehab right around that freaking Pokemon Go thing started going around. So
Damn.
that kind of ended it for me. I'm glad I didn't get back into it. But I saw how bad it got for some people, and people are still doing it to this day. You guys have
Correct.
probably seen
I
that
do.
meme of that one dude on the bike with freaking 50 phones on his bike playing
Oh.
Pokemon
oh
Go.
yeah.
Yeah,
I did not see that. I had
that's
to look
too
it up.
much. That's too much
That's-
work for me.
That's one end of the spectrum, but I feel like for a certain amount of people, it was really that bad. Like, people were buying phones and like doing a whole bunch of extra crap to be good at Pokemon Go, and it's just like, man.
Oh yeah, no, Freak makes fun because I told him the story about how my sister, she had this, because you know how you would have to walk to hatch the eggs that you would get, right? So my sister had this little thing she'd set up on her coffee table, and she put her phone in it, and it would swing her phone like this, and it would hatch the eggs for her. And I'm like, why?
To be fair.
Why?
Creative.
In
I
tough
was
times,
attached to the kid.
people will come up with great ideas.
Exactly. Exactly.
But no,
No,
like
my-
I still play. Like you can't fucking see
It's
it.
tough to be walking
there
around
I
hatching
am.
eggs and crap. Like, you don't got time for that. You gotta set up a rig to do.
I
That's pretty
admire that
beautiful.
creativity. I admire that creativity. I didn't even think about that. So I'll tell you what, guys. It's only 15 minutes in, but I wanted to definitely let you guys hear Young Javi's video that he has, and so I don't butcher it, it's called Desert Baby. And this is Young Javi, so let's check it out.
I appreciate you guys. I have to do this 100 times, man. Gotta get that tone right. I don't give a shit. I feel good as fuck. That's right.
Yeah, I'm a desert baby. Always thought I wouldn't live this 24. It's hot when it's winter, baby. I was made to handle heat, bitch, yeah, I know Smoking weed and that shit work. All that I need. We may not see, but may it hurt. What do I need? Sometimes it hurt, but we gon' learn. Cause you're my dream. Yeah, you're my dream inside my world. Yeah, my world. Yeah, yeah, my world. Yeah, yeah. That girl think like me. She knows she my dream. I'm a desert baby. I was told I wouldn't leave this 24. It's hot when it's winter, baby. I was made in the EBTCH, yeah, I know. Yeah, I'm a desert baby. I was made in the EBTCH, yeah, I know. It's hot when it's winter, baby. I was told I wouldn't live at 24. Yeah, I'm a desert baby. Yeah, desert baby. Desert baby. Desert baby. Yeah, desert baby. We got that spark, and we gon' burn up on the surface of the earth. This life may hurt, but it's our turn, yeah, win this earth. Yeah, you're my world, but who are we? Yeah, we'll get burned. We love that work. The suns were bright, yeah, when we meet. The suns were bright, yeah, but so bright, yeah. You hold me right, you hold me right, yeah. This be alright, yeah. Yeah, I'm a desert baby. I was told I wouldn't leave at 24. It's hot when it's winter, baby. I was made in the EBTCH, yeah, I know. Yeah, I'm a desert baby. I was made in the EBTCH, yeah, I know. It's hot when it's winter, baby. I was told I wouldn't live at 24. Yeah, I'm a desert baby. Yeah, desert baby. Desert baby. Desert baby. Yeah, desert baby.
Yep, and that was Desert Baby with Young Javi.
That was really
cool.
good.
Good.
Mm.
I already tossed the link to that video on YouTube. I tossed it into our Discord in the What Are
was-
We Listening To channel. It's already
I was
done.
looking for that.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
I'm ready. So, Young Javi, tell us about your production team to make the song, as well as those that made the video.
For sure, of course. Well, I produced this out in LA at a studio that I've been regularly going to for, it's been almost 2 years now. It's called Omar's Room, or Omar's Studio. Just been newly working out there, trying to build a new team since my engineer that I was working with passed away that Christmas before. So I went there to meet with a new engineer that his friend introduced me to around that time. And I think it was about like 5-6 months in, he introduced me to one of his good producers from the group 1500 or Nothing. They're like a pretty big producing group. His name is Andrew. He's like a really good friend of mine now. I'd say he's a mentor. Shout out Andrew. Came to me one day with he called it a Young Javi style type beat. He said he was just making stuff that he thought would be my vibe. And as soon as he turned it on, I was like, yo, this makes me feel at home. I'm from the desert, if you guys couldn't probably tell already, but I'm from Palm Springs, California. I was born and raised in the heat. I've always kind of wanted to make like a home theme kind of song for myself. That was kind of like the inspiration behind it, you know. So yeah,
It was a great video. I loved it.
had to go out home to go shoot that. That was all at my house where I grew up. Little back area in the community that it's all kind of like private, and it's up in the mountains. So it was no problem for us to go back there and shoot. And then we were just shooting in my house. That was my back pool. So yeah, just home vibes.
It's very cool. I enjoyed it.
Thank you.
I did too.
Me and bitch. Me and bitch. me and the bitch are from Los Angeles.
Oh, that's great. That was great.
You that car is yours also in the beginning?
Yeah, that's an old car of my dad's actually. My dad was an illegal street racer, and he that was his favorite car to drive, as he raced a lot and raced for Pinks a lot, and he never lost that car. So that was his go lucky. And he passed away when I was young, so that's like one of the only things I have left of his. So it's like a memory's sake for me.
Now you gotta keep it forever.
Yeah, 100%. But it's like a pretty insane car, to be honest. A little backstory on it. It's a Mercedes DTM. It's 1 out of 100. My dad got the second one that was ever produced, and it's the only one registered in the States.
Wow.
Right. Well, you definitely got to hold on to it or put it in
Yeah.
a museum.
I don't understand car talk, but to me, those words sounded really impressive.
I was impressed when I learned about how rare it was. I remember it being my dad's old Mercedes, and coming of age when I was 18. Not that my brother and I like beefed over it, but we had discussions about who's gonna have what, who's gonna take brothers and family members when it comes to. The only thing I wanted was that freaking car, and I fought him for that shit for sure.
That's a collection or a museum piece.
Worth it.
I didn't pay a lot, but I bought the rest of basically him out of it because I wanted to be the sole owner of it, because I knew he wouldn't want to do anything with it, and I eventually want to get it titled properly and get it street legal, because it's not at the moment.
You think you wouldn't have took care of it as well as you would?
He's just not as interested in my father's things as I am. Much less. I'm not trying to hate on my brother here, but he didn't know my dad as well as I did. I don't think he really,
I got you, bro.
He didn't get that same emotional connection and sense. I don't know how to say it, but yeah.
No, I got you.
That sounds right.
Did you say Goob?
He doesn't have the same sentimentality to the car.
Yeah, exactly. Like just towards my dad in general. I feel like, not to say that my dad was a perfect person. My dad definitely had a lot of things going on that I can understand, the family having a lot of resentment towards him for. So I feel like I'm one of the few that have definitely chosen to remember the things that I'd like to remember about him and not discuss anything else. So.
Well, it's cool. If you're the one that's going to appreciate the car, I'm glad it landed with you. It's always sad when like a really cool collectible item lands in the hands of someone who does not get it.
That part. Got it. So I wanted to give us some things to think about. This one is, as you know, on the left is the great. Who is that? Let me check. Who do you think that is?
The one on the left is the great.
That looks.
You're
Like
sure
the one on the left is Henry Cavill, right?
They're the same.
I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure they're both Henry Cavill, right?
That's the same person.
Yeah.
You think so?
Yeah.
It almost looked like those toy figure shops that people
Isn't
kind of
it
like set it up.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
is it a
one
wax
on the
museum
right-
piece?
Like, is
No.
it the same?
No.
The one on
nose
the
looks
right
different.
looks a little deflated. If you see his arm, you can see the wrinkles from the garment. If I'm correct, from what I'm told, this is Henry Cavill, of course, on the left, but on the right is the one that's replacing him.
I just saw that news story
What,
like a
Wish
couple
Henry
days ago.
Cavill?
Exactly.
Hold on.
The new
I
Temu
just saw that
version.
news story.
Listen, it is not fair, okay, to hold other people to the Henry Cavill standards, okay? That is not fair. That was like when I hopped in voice chat earlier and I heard you guys saying something about Dizzy and Ryan Reynolds, and I knew who was winning that. All right? Like, Henry Cavill is like S tier.
That's the guy.
That's
All right.
correct.
You mean Superman tier? Ah.
Got another one for you guys. One has to go.
DC.
Who's
Game of
getting-
Thrones.
Game of
Thrones.
Thrones. Wait, DC.
Game of Thrones? Mm-mm.
Yeah,
Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones.
DC
Boy.
can
It
be
was so
redeemed.
good until it
DC can
wasn't.
have a comeback. They could be a comeback kid. Game of Thrones, there's no
Mm-mm.
coming back because it's based on a book series and they're done.
The book series isn't
The
done.
book series isn't done. He's
Okay,
still.
well,
Listen, the book series
I get
ended
that.
when they fucking offed Jon Snow. Okay, Jon Snow hasn't come back to life in the book series. That's how far behind it is.
Wow, that explains a lot.
that explains why it
That
got
is
off the
where
rails.
they ran out of official content.
Well, maybe they
DC,
should
I
have
still
waited.
believe DC can do something good. I mean, they've got a few good things now. So
The Snyder cut was real good.
Shazam. Yeah, it was-
That was really good.
Oh, like,
I guess we
I
should
watched-
clarify which Snyder cut, because what was that? Rebel Moon is definitely pro and con to some people. I enjoyed it.
I
It
haven't
was-
watched it yet.
I haven't finished it at all.
but I'm waiting for the Snyder cut of the Rebel Moon. That's supposed to be coming out soon. So we'll see.
You know, why can't they
Is it
just
Rebel
release it
Moon?
without
I watched
having
it
to
the
do a
other day, it was
cut?
good.
Why can't they just release something and have it be good and not have two different versions?
Because they're getting every ounce of money out of us. That's what they're doing. In my case, and you guys can throw stones at me, and that's cool. I didn't really see Lord of the Rings, so it was easy for me to exit. I saw the first one, but I didn't really see the other 2 and 3.
You can X right on out of the show.
Watch
Even
Party,
I did that, and I wasn't allowed to watch movies.
extended
Alright.
edition Watch Party. Here we go.
I watched.
Woo-woo.
Alright, so it'll take us a year to get through Lord of the Rings. But no, I like Lord of the Rings. Like, I watched the movies, I read the books. It took me for fucking ever to get through the books because they start pretty slow. Because let's face it is just a really long walk. But they threw in, once they started throwing in shit that like made me laugh, and that I really started to get into it. In fact, I was very disappointed when we got to the movies and there was no Tom Bombadil. I was so
Yeah.
sad there was no Tom Bombadil, the singing lumberjack guy.
He's a hoot because he's always high.
Yeah, he's had that tiger blood. But yeah, no, so Lord of the Rings I would keep, but DC, like, the movies are okay, the shows are okay, but they're like, I could give or take.
It was working.
You had it.
Yeah.
The Children of
The Thorn.
Horny?
Urine.
Ah, okay.
Like a prequel book.
But
Prequel
that's
Lord of the Rings
cool.
book.
That's The Hobbit.
No.
This is a prequel to
there's more
that.
prequels. You've also got the Silmarillion.
This is where we have fucking elves fighting Balrogs.
All right. You had
And
me at
great
Balrogs.
dwarves.
You had me at Balrogs. But
So Young Hobby, I'm sorry, Dizzy, go ahead.
no, that's it. I was just like, but that's it. That's all I got.
Young Hobby, who would you take out of that list if it came down to you?
I just don't want anybody to get really pissed off at me. I never watched Game of Thrones.
That's okay.
That's fine. Game of Thrones can go away.
As long as you've seen Lord of the Rings, it's fine.
Yeah.
That's the better Game of Thrones.
That's
already.
where we draw the line here.
I don't know how many times I've rewatched Lord of the Rings growing up. That's like
So
my
good.
favorite series as a child.
It's cinematography.
Especially on long car trips. It was like on rotation.
Mm.
Did you ever watch that like old like trip to cartoon, the Lord of the Rings cartoon?
Oh, the Hobbit
Me
one?
too.
Yeah.
I've seen clips of it. I haven't gotten my hands on the actual like old film or actually seen any of the old film.
Wait, didn't they have two? There's a Hobbit one, but then they had an old Lord of the Rings one too, where it was
Yep.
like that. They had like the actors, but it had like the cartoonish overlay, and it was really trippy.
That's the one I watched.
Oh,
I don't even
That's
know
why I
if
said
that
it was
one.
tripped out.
that one was like an acid trip.
Yeah, I gotta see that.
The yellow submarine. But freaking no judging here.
Not at all. We're a safe place.
About to judge.
Just-
I got mad at
just-
Game of Thrones after they killed off Pedro Pascal's character.
Yeah. With the
I
quick-
That was so
I
stupid
crossed
too,
right
'cause
there.
he
I was
was
like, this show's done
showboating.
to me.
Ugh.
I was
with the
prepared the
quickness and
entire
extreme
show.
cuts.
The only hard limit I had for that show is if anything had happened to Tyrion Lannister
Thank you.
or Arya Stark, I would have found the producers and made them undo it. I'd be like, Control Z that shit Like I ain't dealing with the lack of them.
I agree.
I think that's the right choice to ask, but it's definitely worth a watch if you haven't.
I
Don't
was
get attached to
saying-
anyone.
I was
It's
such a
like-
fan of friggin' King Ned and Off with His Head in the first season. I'm
The
like,
first
what is
time
going on?
you told me that, I laughed so hard because I forgot that not everyone knew that was going to happen going into that show.
That man
Like-
dies in every show he's in anyway.
Yeah,
Such
Sean
an
Bean,
going into it.
Sean Bean
Guys,
is not destined to live.
No,
Like,
first season or first hour, he's gonna die.
He's basically the red
But-
shirt in Star Trek. God.
Speaking of Viking type stuff, are you guys are you guys acquainted with the anime Vinland Saga?
I am. I'm
I
the
love
only
Yeah.
one here that's caught up.
I've only watched the
Um,
parts
I've
of the
seen,
first
like-
season.
You got to see
So-
the second season. It's
yeah,
so
I've
funny.
seen the
It's
second
weird.
season. I haven't seen the first.
It's weird.
For an anime, especially because the amount of like fighting that goes on is very minimal, but it makes for like such a good ending because of it.
Yeah.
Like, it's not something you expect from that kind of show.
Mhm.
It's good. Absolutely loved it.
It was a really cool twist, and I love how it ended. And I don't know, I feel like it definitely made me look at violence and
Yeah,
just violent acts in another way.
absolutely.
And I feel like it made me a bit more peaceful. Not gonna lie, it's definitely like one of my favorite animes for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah,
animes
definitely.
can get
I
really
think
violent.
next season we're actually going to be ending up finally getting to Finland. So, I think it
Oh, the
was home
saga
first, then
can
Finland,
saga
so
can end.
Are we putting it on the spreadsheet? Is this going to be a
Oh.
group watch now?
I keep trying to get you to watch it, but yeah, I
I've
guess so.
seen the second
I
season.
couldn't get into it.
I don't think you have.
I have. Sam watched it.
Oh, I let it slide.
And there it is.
Why? Thank you for your permission.
So
But only because of Sam.
only being faithful, of course, to our blast artist, I'm actually going to play a blast artist, but
Blast
also
artist of the week?
I'm doing this. Yes, our blast artist of the night, I should say. How do I put it? Blast artist spotlight. There we go. I am playing this for my man Freak. It's the Scooby Booty song.
Yeah,
Oh,
Scooby Booty! Distractions,
This
Jason.
is J-Saw with distractions. Let's check it out.
Damn, baby girl, she's a cutie with a booty. She's a snack, call me Scooby. There's a mystery to that booty. Drop it low, wind it up. Drop it low, do it slow, wind it up. Drop it low to the flow, get it out. Damn, baby girl, she's a cutie with a booty. She's a snack, call me Scooby. There's a mystery to that booty. Drop it low, wind it up. Drop it low, do it slow, wind it up. Drop it low to the flow, get it out. What we have here, baby girl, you got me stuck like them high beams and dares. You got me coming out the pocket, buying you in them drinks so we could go cheers. How it sit up like that, like you sit edge on stairs. Oh, man, that ain't fair. No, I got a weakness for the cheapness, and you already know the thesis. I'ma dive up in it like vest cargo, I go the deepest. Organs jumping out the way, no, I shattered them to pieces. R.I.P. to the ceases and the losers and defeats. I need that ocean tide flow, I'm trying walls with a squeegee. That's my queen, Nefertiti. Oh my lord, look at them titties. Now let me just digress. I had to just confess that you're blessed with all that sits up in that dress. Did I run into you for a reason? You a big ball of temptation, a lot of teasing. Damn, baby girl, she's a cutie with a booty. She's a snack, call me Scooby. There's a mystery to that booty. Drop it low, wind it up. Drop it low, do it slow, wind it up. Drop it low to the flow, get it out. Damn, baby girl, she's a cutie with a booty. She's a snack, call me Scooby. There's a mystery to that booty. Drop it low, wind it up. Drop it low, do it slow, wind it up. Drop it low to the flow, get it out. I was on a mission before I came up in here, trying to find a clue, but got distracted by that area. No matter where you move and sit back and stare, then your body is still and then your booty everywhere. Damn it, I'm wrestling with that as she wanted me to slam it. I think I get to Randy every time I get savage. A lot of time it end up tragic. Set the balls past the attic, looking for me with a magnifying glass. Inspect the gadget, now your hook becomes a habit. If you turn down is a stat, expected me to jump right to it. Bugs Bunny rabbit to them overgrown cabbage, and it's soft and it's tatted. And the way you make it move is like this voodoo or some magic. I gotta keep my head right. Distractions every day and every night. I see through the disguise when I look up in your eyes. You a devil in disguise and your ass is the prize. Damn, baby girl, she's a cutie with a booty. She's a snack, call me Scooby. There's a mystery to that booty. Drop it low, wind it up. Drop it low, do it slow, wind it up. Drop it low to the flow, get it out. Damn, baby girl, she's a cutie with a booty. She's a snack, call me Scooby. There's a mystery to that booty. Drop it low, wind it up. Drop it low, do it slow, wind it up. Drop it low to the flow, get it out.
And that is our boy Jay Saw with Distraction. If you are an independent artist or a spoken word poet or even an up-and-coming comedian looking for some exposure, you can go to blastmusic247.com and register for free. Blast is also looking for the fans. So if you're a fan of great music, go ahead and tune in to blastmusic247.com, register as an unlimited fan, and have access to hundreds of independent music. Blast. We're constantly changing the industry, one artist at a time. All right, gang. What did you think about that?
As always,
I think every time I hear that
You
song,
can't get me to not like any of his
Man, I was over
music.
here going like this, doing like the.
Yeah, I don't move. Every time I have a new favorite lyric, and Dizzy put it in chat funny enough.
Freak white people dance so hard his camera stopped.
Oh, he's not in here. I feel like every time I start freaking talking about how much I love his music, he pops into our chat. So I gotta be careful.
He's not here.
All right, so I love that song. I just love that song. I turn that song on in my house and I crank the volume like in the morning, and I'm like dancing around, making my coffee and shit, getting ready for my spreadsheeting, and I just love it.
The sheets.
Oh yeah, spreading the sheets, taking names. But no, I remember when that song came out, and I had DRay uploaded on YouTube just so I could grab it and listen to it. Because it wasn't on YouTube till then.
Yeah, Jay Saw's based out of Las Vegas, and good dude. He's got plenty of music in Blast. I mean, damn, I don't know how many songs he's got, but all of them are they're really good. Let's see what else did I have for you guys.
Did anyone else laugh when Freak came back and all we could see was his fucking hand? Like he was fucking thing from the Addams Family. Like,
British, I was
doing it in chat earlier.
And you know,
I
like
didn't see that.
And he was, and, you know, he's British, so he's like super pale. So like it did have that like undead Addams Family pallor.
I was bored in like Discord earlier. I was on my own and I was doing entertaining myself with the Addams Family holding phone.
Dun, 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 dun.
See there it is.
The Boo Boo Family.
We're gonna start singing about Freak like that. He's creepy and he's kooky.
He's super duper freaky. No.
Extra cheeky. He likes to drink his tea.
Wow.
Of you.
No.
Ooh, really?
Anyway, guys, is this the proper Mount Rushmore of evil?
I don't know how I feel about Homelander being on there more than anyone.
Also, there's
Yeah,
I'm
that
sorry,
kind of
you
looks like
think-
he's trying to take a poop.
I think he's the most evil of the lot.
I agree.
Yeah, Homelander is straight up the most evil one.
Yeah.
Because even Thanos has a bit
Reasons.
of
Well, if you think about it,
compassion.
all rest
He
of
was
the
right.
three of them have reasons that they're doing what they're doing. They think what they're doing is best for the galaxy. Homelander
He's
is
just running
fucked
out of
up.
breast milk and he's angry.
Yeah.
Homelander is just there for Homelander.
Let's rename him
dude is
Holander.
wild. Holander, yeah.
We
I
already
would make
have a
jokes
hope.
about that dude.
Oh, fly.
Now, was
I love
now,
how
I know-
Joker is side-eyeing Thanos there, though.
I'm gonna get those rings.
Well, I know Joker was senile, but I don't know. Evil?
No,
You know,
well,
I got
Joker
those scars.
Joker was trying to like bring down society and like introduce chaos and everything into society because he thought that the status quo was just bad. So he was again in his weird, twisted, needed to be institutionalized way, doing what he thought was best for the world. All the rest of them was doing what they thought was best for the world. Homelander is just nuts.
I like how none of us have
He
commented
is
on Vader.
knocking
Like, we love
fucked.
that guy. We love Vader. Ain't nothing wrong with Vader.
I mean, they all need to Hakuna their tatas, but
Praise Vader.
I mean,
I've seen some deep dive videos. Apparently, Thanos' plan would have worked and genuinely helped the whole universe. So
oh yeah, it would have.
interesting.
I just wondered, is like Vader's the oldest one as far as we know on that Mount Rushmore of evil. There's got to be others that could probably top him. Because eventually, remember, Vader does change his mind. Now, granted, it's after losing an arm and half dead, but he does change his mind
because of
He
family.
came around.
Family.
It was the power of love.
I now need a Vader cover of the power of love.
Where's
DRay?
Talk to DRay. Talk to DRay. He'll sort it out. Oh, Zachary's here.
I mean, Palpatine surely would have
He
been
brought
more
up
evil.
Tortilla. He'll be quiet.
What was Sauron?
But even then, like as evil as the Sith were, they still had their own reasons and perspectives on things. Like to say they were just outright evil,
Yeah.
don't know.
Hmm.
They did bring order.
Young
You know
Hobbs, what do you
who's
think?
truly evil? Truly evil. Fucking Whoop should put Umbridge up there.
Oh, I know who we should have put there. What was the bastard that got his face ate off in Game of Thrones by the Mastiff dog? What was his name? Sasha. What is his name?
Bolton.
Ramsey. Ramsey Bolton.
The wiener
His
cutter.
ass needs to be on there. Yeah.
The desausageinator.
I think a toss up between him and Daenerys' brother. To
He
be
was
fair.
fucked up.
He was pretty bad too. Oh, Joffrey.
I hate
Joffrey. Oh,
That
fuck
piece
him
of
in
shit.
particular.
That piece of shit.
No kid's death has ever been celebrated more.
Didn't we just have a meme about that?
Yeah, I think that's kind of what I'm growing. To be fair.
Okay.
You're pretty bossy.
Oh, he's telling Freak what to do. It's the normal. It's fine.
What am I doing?
I don't know. Whatever it is, Zachary said it's wrong, but it's, the usual.
Wow.
Don't
Zachary,
upset the
telling
child.
me I'm doing something wrong in my head
Zachary's
every
picture is the
day.
one that's where Zachary's picture has got to be the last one up on that Rushmore thing. Just have like those three villains and then Zachary.
He's so mean.
The mouthful of tortilla.
Oh,
Chew
yeah.
mouth closed.
I've started eating tortillas, and it's all you guys' fault.
Okay, first of all, you're welcome.
All your guys' fault.
Second of all,
No,
I highly doubt
bad.
that
I'm supposed to be avoiding the
I've seen y'all.
carbs, not eating tortillas.
I
I've
mean,
seen y'all.
What does a British tortilla look like?
Saltine
It looks
cracker.
like a tortilla. It's the same.
Is this like a rolled out biscuit?
I agree with Veep.
A really round crumpet?
saltine cracker.
I'm now thinking of a
Eat it.
giant crumpet. My God, you're onto something.
My mom sent me a picture of nachos from over there, offended that they did Mexican food that night.
Did Mexican food that what now? That great? Yeah.
Ooh. You know who
You're
has
giving
been
me a
playing
great
a video game a bunch this week is GOOB.
I mean, technically, I only started yesterday.
What, you had it the whole weekend?
Yeah, and I didn't play it. We were playing
And
Dark
it is
and Darker.
Once again,
That is true. You guys were playing Dark and Darker.
But it's still your fault because now I want to play it.
again your fault.
Now I got to sink another 250 fucking hours into this game because I
Insert
deleted my
evil
old
laugh
character to
here.
force myself to play it all over again. Fucking Elden Ring.
No, you know what else is your fault is that he didn't have to pay for it, but now
I'm in debt. Yeah, well, see, I'm gonna pay her back, but
You don't need to fucking pay me back.
I'm gonna pay her back. I'm gonna get her $40 worth of hentai game.
Jesus fucking Christ. You know what? You know what?
Please do that.
You want?
And afterwards, Dizzy, can we sort out family sharing? Like,
Yeah, we'll put the family sharing. Maybe I'll do some more Twitch streams. I bet that would be real popular.
You get real awkward when you see that Graham's been playing
5,000 hours in busty babes.
I just think it's such shit that like
I was gonna get it, and
He
you
didn't-
just bought it for me.
but see,
Well, you don't.
She didn't
See,
have
he
to
is
start this
literally
now. Now we
okay.
have to
He
buy
is
the second
angry at me because I bought
You
him
know,
a video game that he had been
yes,
talking
indeed.
about how he'd been looking
Yeah,
forward to it
because
for
I
fucking
said
weeks.
I
Now
was
we have
just
fucking
gonna wait
weeks
to
I
buy
heard you
it.
talk about
Well,
this game.
No, because I was gonna wait to buy it And you just were like, "Now, fuck this guy. I'm gonna get it for him right now."
You started this.
You know
All
what?
the
You know
ways
what?
I
You
thought we
want?
get
You want to
around
pay
this
me
week.
back? You want to pay me back? Buy it for Kent. That way, both of you can be
That's
equally
the
miserable,
problem,
and I
is
will get
what
double
you
the
know.
fun.
Because now we have to buy it again. Because of you starting it. Now I have to get it again.
See?
Who's this eye bullshit?
No, it's
Besides, I'm not leaving you alone. I reinstalled it. I'm gonna fucking hate every minute of it.
Freak's gonna
but-
play it too.
Ooh, you know what?
No,
I was
it's right here.
talking to Freak about this, but you know that game that I spent some time on, that Phasmophobia game.
Yeah, just a smidgen of your time.
Tiny bit of it. So they had a 2.2 gig update come out, and they have released a new map. They've released the Lighthouse map. It is 10 floors tall and 12 rooms. Me and Freak took a quick look at it today. It's really well done. And I'm looking forward. I'm probably gonna be playing it after we finish streaming here. I gotta level up again.
Yes.
Are you raising your hand?
Your hand raised.
I found my thing.
Okay.
If somebody makes me lose it again, you're all going to hell.
1, 2, 3,
You
4,
will
5,
never
6,
hear
7,
the
8,
end
10,
of the
11, 12,
show.
13, 14, 15, 20.
All right. August 7th
Alright.
is the Izuki Chronicles for that time I got
Oh,
reincarnated.
yeah, they're making
as
a side-scrolling RPG for the reincarnated as the slime game.
Oh, have you?
And
Young
you
Savvy,
get
have
to
you
manage.
watched
You get to
Reincarnated as a
manage the
Slime?
city.
Oh, you caught up, and I don't think we're actually caught up on slime. So
Yeah, there's another season.
that was
Yeah,
as
before this,
my
I
next
was
suggestion
eating-
was to restart that, but August 7th is when the game's coming out.
She wants to restart it just for the Butsumo episode. Let's not
Duh.
lie to
First
ourselves
of all,
She just wants to see them
Butsumo
she
deserves
owns.
all
Yeah,
of the
she was like-
glory.
She just wants to see them she owns.
here.
Butsumo deserves all of the glory.
Listen, that's how I got freaking
Their
good to
tits
watch
were
it. I
equally
mentioned the
in
Butsumo episode, and all of a sudden they were willing to watch it with
You
me.
have my interest. You said,
So
"But
Harvey, what's your favorite slime episode?
I don't really have a favorite. I mean, I just watched the last episode of was it season 3 today. I'm
Yeah, I
like
think so.
I've loosely watched that series. I like the first season probably the most in terms of just I like the new approach of the just being reincarnated as a monster rather than being reincarnated as a human.
Vending machine.
Yeah, yo, I
Vending
saw
machine's
2
good.
episodes of that, and I was
It's
like,
good.
nah, this is not it. I watched it for like just there's no way somebody actually did this. Like, what
I
would
got
be
that.
the plot of all this?
I actually really like it. So.
I feel like that's the approach. I think what they do is
It
they
is
just have a
dumb.
bunch. They have like a bag with like a whole bunch of random words in it, and they just say, okay, the next episode is called Reincarnated As, and they reach into the
Yo.
bag and they pull it out.
I'll tell you, they throw darts.
So many of them are good.
They throw darts.
Stupidly
Okay,
A lot
the
of them are
vending
good.
machine was ridiculous, but it's worth it.
Is it okay? I'll
It is
watch
funny.
that.
I did watch it. The guys are streaming it in Discord. We do that a lot in our Discord. We have these anime watch parties all the time. And depending on who's online, we have this like we're like, okay, if we know that you're online and you're online, it's this anime. If we know that you're online and you're online, it's this anime. If this person is missing, we can't watch this anime. Like we have like this whole
Yeah,
system worked out.
Hierarchy.
Yeah.
I have a underrated reincarnated anime.
Ooh.
You guys probably don't know too much about it. You guys
is
have
it?
heard of Drifters?
No?
No. Put it on the list.
Drifters.
Where's my
y'all
fucking
check
pen?
y'all check that out. DRIFTERS. It doesn't have a crazy budget, so I mean it's not. I feel like it could have been so much better with a better budget for what it is, though. It's crazy. I feel like it's just such a dope concept, and there's a lot of violence in it, which I like, and there's a lot of it's just a cool.
Oh, this one popped up on my you should watch list.
Yeah, Drifters.
Is it on the
so
Crunchyroll?
Yeah.
basically, it's like and I watched this. I think it was 2018, 2019 when it first came out because I was watching anime off like illegal websites at the time. I think it was
We call those computer aids websites.
Yeah, and so like how they always pop up like the newest ones, and for whatever reason that day, like the day that it came out, it popped up for me. And just giving a little background to the anime, it's like a bunch of different historical figures, like from like different warrior periods, all meeting together to help conquer the world before a dark evil king tries to conquer the world.
Okay.
So it's like they basically take
I'm
like a bunch
sold
of
already.
different like historically known conqueror people from like the Japan Edo period, as well as like European countries, as well as what's it called? I think there was some a North American one as well, like there's like a World War II fighter pilot, like a famous one from back in the day. And they're all supposed to be based on like real people. Hannibal was in it. Scipio, I know.
There better be Leonidas
samurai and ninja. Yeah, like just a bunch of different historical figures that on both ends, both good and bad, that like this world has reincarnated to kind of like help balance.
I think this sounds amazing.
But like,
do we get to see Leonidas like impale Hitler? Because that'd be awesome.
I'm not gonna say there's something along the lines of that, not closely like that, but it's pretty wild. Like the two sides that are fighting against each other and just the way it plays out. Because you know, with like most reincarnation stories, like they're helping the kingdom, and they're like, no, like when they get there, they're like, no, we're gonna conquer your kingdom first, and then we'll conquer everybody else, and then we'll battle the Dark King. So it's like a big F to everybody.
It is.
They're just going along their way. It's so good.
It is on our list. That sounds hilarious.
See, when you said drifters, I thought for sure it'd be reincarnated as like sports cars. No, this is much better.
I do like this other one though.
What,
the one that's actually happening.
Initial D reincarnation?
I do like the one that is actually happening.
No, it is on the list. That sounds like the kind of hijinks we would get into.
I sent you the IMDb.
I think my favorite slime episode is the one where Veldora is fighting Malim, and they think that she's under the spell, and he starts, because you know he's a little manga addict, right? Like he's sitting there going Hadouken. Like I was dying. I have watched that scene multiple times just because I love that. I've got a Veldora here somewhere. He's beside my Rimuru. There's my Rimuru.
Oh, that's so cool.
And there's my Veldora. And then back there, you can't really see him. There's a Gabiru back there.
Gabiru?
Fuck that guy.
Underrated.
That guy is the worst.
Series.
Yeah. Oh
Gabiru's
man,
a
like
badass.
my husband, he doesn't particularly like the slime. And he makes fun of me all the time because I'm like, oh, Gabiru's awesome. He's like, he's like Goblin Slayer and reincarnated as a slime. You need to have a crossover. And I'm like, dude, do not do my Gabiru like that. That would just be hurtful. Like
I hate
these
Gabiru.
goblins are all Disney-fied. If Goblin Slayer shows
I hate Gabiru.
Gabiru can die.
Gabiru's a tool.
He is the absolute worst
With
character.
his little spinny trident and his little fangirl section.
Do you remember the time he spent
I
the
love
whole
his
episode
fangirls. I hate
from
him.
the ceiling in the prison because they just forgot he was there? And he had to get
My favorite scene was when Gobta kicked the shit out of Gabiru.
Oh.
Best scene ever. Just bodied him.
No, not Gabiru. Why am I saying Gabiru?
I was going to say you
Gobsa.
completed the two there.
Why am I fucking... Okay,
Because
no.
it's been a minute.
I did not mean to say Gabiru. That whole time I was talking about Gabiru, I was actually talking about Gobta.
Okay, so Gobta's dope.
Gobta's a
With his
badass.
little-
I was like, why are you
I think-
shitting on that?
I think
like,
Gabiru's-
I love Gabiru. I do love Gabiru. He took a while
He
to grow on
starts
me.
off
I
as a
hated
goal,
him at
and
first,
then,
but then,
yeah.
like we used to make fun of him a lot. Like at one point, Goob got in trouble in our Discord, and we changed his name to Goobiru just to freaking fuck with him.
Oh, did I listen to Goblin's
hate
the
that
one,
guy
the
so
leader
much.
of the platoon now, right?
Yeah,
the smaller one.
Yeah.
yeah. He's the best.
One
Of,
that
like, the
didn't get
Shadow
buffed,
Wolf
just
shit.
kept his
He's the leader
belly.
of the Shadow Wolf.
Yeah.
He's the only one that
He's a
didn't get
badass.
like, steroided up.
I was,
He
I
didn't
was
get
so
roided out, and he,
ridiculously
still has
happy
to
when I found this.
himself.
That's the one.
Hey, Young Hobby, I got a question for you just to add more gasoline to the fire here. Do you plan on seeing Borderlands the movie?
You know better, Troy.
Why would you do me like that, Troy?
I felt the
Why?
spirit of DRay come upon me.
Are you a Vault Hunter, Young Zavi? Are you a Vault Hunter?
Not really, no.
Can't see
Yeah,
it.
really
Where is it? This way. Ball toucher.
I feel like
I'm so proud of that
DRay messaged him on the side and was like, "Hey,
you want to trigger Dizzy? You want to trigger
Let's-
Dizzy?
let's
Mention
piss Dizzy
that
off
the
real
Borderlands movie is coming out. But yeah, are you gonna see it? Because
Wait, is it a real with real actors and everything?
Yeah.
Oh,
Kevin
The cast
Hart
is kind
They
of
got
weird.
Kevin Hart and they got Jamie Lee Curtis and they
Kate Blanchett.
got Kate Blanchett and they got Jack Black.
Okay,
Yeah,
I might just
big
go
cast.
see it because Jack Black's in it.
That is a
One of
good
my
reason.
Favorite,
Yep.
favorite actors of all
They
time.
got him playing Claptrap. I don't
100%.
understand why they had to get him to play Claptrap. Claptrap is an anime. I mean, they're all animated characters, but the freaking Claptrap unit doesn't have a face. You could just have the normal actor do Claptrap.
Right.
It's Jack Black.
I should have got Peter Dinklage.
I got all worked up.
Are you trying to R2D2 it up,
Doing-
shove him in there?
After his last voice acting role, I don't think he's. gonna
Listen,
get any more.
okay, Dinklebot forever. Okay, I
I have a
love the
question.
Dinklebot.
What's up?
What?
I need to see this."
A Dinklebot?
A
Just
Dinklebot?
type it, Google it.
Do you
Yes,
know
it's-
what my Google is gonna pull up? If I Google
I
that,
say, yeah.
have you
Just
seen
gonna pull
my
up the wrong
searches?
Dinklage.
Yeah,
This
so-
is a scary place.
I'm sure. Here's the thing: if you're not like super invested and
just-
obsessed with the Borderlands story and lore
You
and
know,
everything
things
like I
to
am, I think the
traumatized
Borderlands
them.
movie has potential to be very funny. Like it's gonna be visually amazing, just
Gonna be
because.
good.
It's going to
I mean,
suck.
It's got enough of
visually-
budget, enough of characters. It's gonna be good.
But
They
like
blew all
Borderlands
their
is very.
budget on the actors. It's gonna suck.
I don't think they did, but
I think it'll be good.
I think if you're not
You know
obsessed
they
with it, it has the potential to be very nice. It's like you should check out the trailers. It's awesome looking. I just know that it's gonna hurt me because of the casting.
So you're gonna go give them your money, hurt yourself on purpose.
Yes, and I'm
Doing-
making Sam take me.
So,
What was gonna happen to you?
so would this be like the same comparison? Because I'm obsessed with One Piece, and when they came out with the One Piece live action, I was like, "There's no way in hell am I ever going to see this. To the day I die, I will not see this movie," because I know how much they were going to skip out and like how much it was going to hurt to watch it. And then I was like, it doesn't even make sense the way that they're going to do it, because then it's like how are they gonna build up the episodes? It's not following anything. It's just
Yeah,
like
they do.
big
They leave
gaps.
out a lot of stuff because I mean, in the first season, they go from like you got Monkey D. Luffy's backstory, and then you go and you pick up Usopp, and then you go over here and you go to the floating restaurant, and then you gotta go deal with Nami, and then there's the whole taking down of
Arlong.
Arlong. Plus they included the clown guy.
The cat dudes.
Yeah.
Buggy.
So like I didn't realize how much they skipped, but after I watched the live action, I started the anime.
Okay.
And I like to think like I'm not very far in. Like they've made it to the Grand Line, and
Oh,
they've dealt with. Well, they didn't deal with it, but they made friends with the giants on the island. They were like at the perpetual war, and that's about where I'm at.
So you're not even like 200?
No, what? Not
No,
even
Like over
close.
1,000.
If
Not
I was
even-
100,
mean-
I would be surprised.
Man, it's been so long ago. I started watching One Piece my junior year of high school. That's when I actually got into anime.
Was
my-
your gateway anime? I was gonna
Yeah.
ask what your gateway anime was.
was One Piece, Bleach, and Naruto.
Bleach is cool.
My homie was really into those at the time. My homie Trevor, shout out to Trevor. And also Sword Art Online. He was weird when he watched animes. He would watch them in like, not like groups, but like it was like one day he would just binge a bunch of episodes of one anime, and then the next day it would be like
That's
a
what we
bunch of
do.
another one.
And
then-
that's burnout.
He would just go down the week, like he had his weekly scheduled anime binge. I don't know what you call it, but
Binge.
yeah.
Binge,
So
yeah.
like he was
I
like,
don't know.
"This is my 4 I'm watching for this week." You know, I'm trying to catch up, and I'm like, "Oh, okay. I guess I'll start on One Piece. This looks really cool." And then I saw, I think at the time it was like 600 or 700 episodes in. I spent my whole summer, I think it was the whole 2 months of summer, catching all the way up, like every day.
That's crazy.
And it was just a part of my routine, was just watching it as I go. So yeah, that summer flew by. But I'm caught all the way up. I watched the newest episode 2 nights ago. Yeah, it's crazy right now.
It's gonna be a while before I'm caught up on that. And then me and Goob did start Naruto because I'm always curious. I want to check that out. Bleach is definitely on my list. Yeah, all right. So like my gateway anime because of Adult Swim was Inuyasha. That's where I started to get into it. And I've seen the entire series like 4 or 5 times now, including all the movies. But then I was about due for a rewatch when Yashahime came out, which is the show that comes after that about the kids. And I refused to watch that until we have finished our group watch through again of Inuyasha, getting it all caught up and refreshing it in our memories, right? So now Yashahime, I think, is like 2 seasons in, and we still haven't finished Inuyasha.
Whoops.
We lost. Either Goop got really good looking all of a sudden, or he's disappeared. Oh, there he is.
Hey, Frank, can you save that one too?
Oh yeah, we can try.
Well, you know what's funny? I mean, I said that's like my gateway, but I remember, because it's funny enough, like, even though I wasn't around my dad for too long, I remember when I was younger growing up and just seeing animes that like this looked similar, because my dad was obsessed with animes and stuff as well as he was growing up. But I remember like seeing Baki as like a high school, like the old Baki, and being like, yo, this looks familiar, as well as Death Note and Vampire Diaries and Blue Exorcist was like some of the, and Gundam was like some of the few that, you know, just like you'll see certain images as when you're older, and it'll just be like, I definitely seen that as a child. It's just like moments like that I had that I know this was probably an anime that my dad was watching, as well as I found like a whole Gundam series, like the old
there are
CDs.
So many Gundam series, like so many of them. I had a friend who was obsessed with them.
Who doesn't love giant robots?
Right.
I mean, come on.
It's like the cooler Transformers, in my dad's opinion. This is how he talked about it, at least.
Did you hear that they're coming out with more Blue Exorcist?
Well,
they're finally releasing new content. They're working on it.
What?
Blue Exorcist that old?
Which is why me and Freak just started watching Blue Exorcist.
He's good.
Me for the second time. He'd never seen it before, so I'm just like, I want to get this fresh in my brain for when this new content comes out. I don't know when it's
really
coming
like
out,
the character with the microkini.
Oh.
I have specific tastes. And they are naked women.
Wow.
You'll find out. You go on.
When are we watching Blue Exorcist next?
I am going to start landing the plane. So, Young Javi, you got any tours or anything coming up?
I am trying to line up a couple of shows. Hopefully next month I'll be heading out to Coney Island to do a show over there.
Nice.
I was in the talks to do a show out in, I think it was Delaware. I mean, I'm pretty open to kind of travel and do shows wherever. So I know there's a couple of different places outside of California that was looking to do something. I think another one was Atlanta. And then I do have a show kind of, I think, in October over here in LA. It's going to be opening up for somebody, I believe. I might be wrong about that, though. It might be later in the year. But nothing too much. I had a lot going on right now in terms of I've been having a lot of like home problems. So I'm trying to get out the house that I'm in right now. So just trying to get that sold up, as well as I might be moving to a new area. So I'm trying to see if I can stay relatively in the same area to just be by the studio that I'm at, because I've been having really good luck with that studio. Just feel like making a lot of good music out of there. So I would like to stay there if I can. So yeah.
Where can your fans find you?
I'm definitely on Instagram the most. My handle is The Real Young Hobby. You want to find me on there and DM me. I'm relatively social. I do have my ups and downs.
I sent you his TikTok too.
I'm on TikTok. A little bit less on TikTok. I just feel like, I mean, my generation was just really into Instagram, so I feel like I'm more prone to go on Instagram, just not being honest. But I do hop on TikTok from time to time, more so to post content, because content is king right now in this world. So yeah, if you guys want to also hit up my website, therealyounghobby.com. I have like a little email subscription there. You guys can subscribe to, check out new highlights, new updates of stuff that I got going on. Just want to shout out my team too. I shout out my label, Big Hoss X Productions. And yeah, I'm always looking to work with people, and thank you guys for having me on here. I appreciate it.
No, thank you for coming to hang out with my crazy family.
Of course, anytime.
And you're welcome to come back anytime. Let us know if you got anything new. As I told you, you come in as a guest, you leave as family. That is truly the motto that Blast, as well as here, would like to leave an impression to everyone. So, E-Bitch, I know your hands are tied up the most. What would you like to say before we head out?
You know what? Be nice to people.
Love it. Dizzy, what would you like to say as we head out?
I'm gonna say the same thing I've been saying a lot is that geeks, nerds, we're all very opinionated. Like, you hear us talking today about Lord of the Rings and Borderlands and One Piece, and we've all got very strong opinions about the things we love, but don't let that scare you from having your own opinion about the things that you love, even if we don't agree. I bet you someone out there is going to love the Borderlands movie, and I'm not trying to hurt anyone by saying bad things about it. So just love what you love, enjoy it. We're all here to have a good time.
Fair enough. Goob, what would you like to say as we head out, bud?
Do what makes you happy, as long as it's legal.
He says while doing all of the illegal things.
God damn it! I'm crossing things off my list.
What would you like to say before we head out?
Be kind to others and be kind to yourself.
Indeed. Well, everybody, as normal, make sure you give your friend a big PUI handshake.
Every time!
It's
every time!
It's recoil at the end.
Destroyed getting me every time.
I love it. That's my favorite clip.
It's
anyway,
that recoil when he spanks it.
We love you guys. Make sure you have a good night. And
good night.
What do we say? Good night, Graham Cracker.
Graham Cracker.
Love everybody.
Good night, Graham Cracker.
Be good. We will see y'all next week.
Live long and prosper.
I guess we'll be here next week, just minus someone like me or who. We'll see. Just come check us out next week. Love y'all. Be good. Peace.
Perfect.